What's going on, my peoples? And I go by name the Sorcerer. And guess what? I'm about to do a reading. And this is the 4th episode of T is for Tarot. And we're about to do a reading on Akaash and Jasleen, who are relatively known in the spaces of showbiz, entertainment, and most recently, Akaash has been humiliated. And that is been what's been accused, alleged. So let's have a look. Let's have a look into their energy. Let's see what the fuck is going on. Alright? Now, it's quite interesting because it's been around the social spaces of YouTube, X, and even I want to know what the hell's going on. Do you know what I mean? Let's see if he's got any type of... Yeah, let's just see what the hell's going on, because it's crazy when I'm sort of like watching or reading, and yeah, I want to look into what he's like behind the scenes, what they're like behind the scenes, if what's been said is true, either from what other people are saying, what they're saying. Really and truly, we're going to look into what the fuck is up. We're going to look into the T in the tarot. Alright? Let's have a look. Well, here's the thing, right? I am letting you know that unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you view this energy, right? It feels very much as if his energy is all about trying to get validation. I've got the 6 of Cups with the World. He obviously sees his wife as the apple of his eye, right? And the World. But the problem that you've got is you have one person that wants to show everything and everything. The wanting to show you the material energy, that I can give you this, I can give you this, I can give you this. This is the dream. In his eyes, he sees his wife as everything, the universe. But what's being reciprocated is only that he's constantly chasing tail. That there's this energy of constantly trying to seek, trying to show you, trying to be like me, me, me. I'm trying to do everything that I can and possibly trying to win your approval. And for what? See, the Ten of Swords is an energy of betrayal. And it's constantly because she clearly has absolutely no fundamental interest in regards to making this relationship for what it is. A marriage. It feels very much it's a marriage of convenience, because I've got the 7 of Wands, and I feel that's a boundary within herself. I don't feel as if there is an physical element towards the relationship. I feel it's very transactional. The relationship between the two feels as if it's a isolated relationship on his end. I'm feeling that the only reason why she is currently in this marriage is of opportunities. This is her way of trying to open new opportunities using a plan. It's rather sad because it's kind of like the Queen of Pentacles, right? This is within her ego. This is the energy that she has. But it doesn't match. It's like he doesn't match the drapes in their relationship. It's constantly a situation of, okay, I'm trying to show you, right? I'm trying to show you that I love you. And I'm trying to show you this by acts of service. But her idea and ideals is very much of self and not a lot to do with the relationship as a whole. Now, I'm letting you know that I don't think this relationship has any long-term success because I've got the Justice card paired up with the Knight. I mean the Nine of Swords, not the Knight. The Nine of Swords. I actually will say that whatever energy that's coming in, it is definitely a crash out energy, and this is basically him holding, or Akash holding on to an ideology, an idea of what he views this relationship as. But I just don't feel as if she's rather of in or has any interest other than the fact of financial, material, and I have this energy right now to let everyone know that the bubble's gonna pop. That what's being perceived by yeah what's being perceived and what narrative they're trying to control feels very much as if it's very it's quite it's quite sad because it feels very much as if there is our spirit. I was like, is there some type of like lying, or is there some type of changing on narrative? And the energy of that is a yes. That yes, I've got the energy of the Eight of Swords, where there's a lot of insecurities behind the notion of like, oh, I've got to show the world that I'm not this by saying something else. You can imagine, it's, you know what they say, gaslighting. Yeah, I think that's the right word, gaslighting. Now, the sad bit of it is, and what I feel going forwards is, I feel like she's absolutely, I feel like she's going to be absolutely fine. I feel very much as if while she's going to be fine getting away from him and being scot free from this energy, I actually feel like he's going to be the one that suffers. And I'm not trying to even like, I'm not even laughing at anyone's downfall. I just find the whole thing quite of sadness. You know, the reason why it's irony is because I don't know if you guys remember. Maybe you don't remember, but he had a lot to say about Will Smith. And he is a person that have said a lot about other people. And it's just a case of like, you know, when they say it swings and roundabouts, I've got that energy with this particular Two of Pentacles. And it's really and truly the irony, especially with the Queen of Swords, that people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones, especially those that have what he perceives as that type of relationship. He's only projecting that energy. I've got the Devil card, and I genuinely feel like whatever situation, that's a sign as well, because I just had an alarm clock and I said, is there a narrative being portrayed towards this? And absolutely. I wouldn't even be surprised that she's playing a complete and utter blinder. Now, there is going to be a settlement behind this energy. I feel as if that whatever situation that happens in terms of a conclusion of their relationship, I wouldn't be surprised if it's going to be. I asked, is it going to be next year? I've got the Five of Pentacles, and that's a big change. I feel very much as if like it's going to start in a couple of stages, and I want to explain. Now, he's still going to feel very isolated regarding their actual relationship. And in fact, it's going to be a very, I'd say it's a slow death. No one's going to die here, but in terms of their marriage, it's basically going to be a slow death. And what I perceive it to be is he's going to constantly try winning her by material gains, and affirmations of feelings. Um, our spirit, is he going to do anything such as public display of affections? You know, going on the internet, recording things in front of her, trying to show much of his appreciation, and and love for her. It's a strong yes. Let's see how she's feeling towards that. Ooh, that I can't use all that, but let me start go over again. Spirit, can we just get what is her reaction towards this energy of his showing of affection, um, showing the world. It's giving me vibes as well that it's like dedication, showing your dedication and love. Let's see how she's taking it. Oh fucking hell! Excuse my language. Look, for her, it's a strain. It's a strain, and I don't feel a great sense of energy toward this. Um, the reason why I say this is because she truly feels as if she's just too good. Um, she's always been that way. I feel very much so. There will be an ending regarding their relationship. Um, she doesn't like the affirmations of love. She doesn't like all of that stuff. Um, I mean, it's gonna be of a bit of a struggle throughout the year. Okay, so I do feel like at our spirit, is it gonna be an ending regarding their relationship? Again, I got the Five of Swords and I got the Eight of Wands, right? And that's gonna be very, very quick. I asked, is it next year? It's a yes. And what I see from the players is kind of a couple of things. Um, I just yeah. I don't see her being there as a long term solution for him. I feel like she's going to control the narrative. So if there's a situation regarding relationship breaking, she's going to be very more prone to say more things about it. Trouble in paradise. Um, Shall I say that she's not going to be completely honest about it? I also feel like she's going to paint him out to be somewhat of some type of something in terms of making him look like the bad guy. Yeah, but she's not happy. She's not happy. I feel like she's not happy because of what's being portrayed now, and it's like this is sad. And you know what's going to make it even more sadder? What I'm seeing right now between them is this quote unquote viral moment is going to be the pinnacle of what's to come in their relationship. And it's basically going to be a slow situation where the only reason why it kind of works for them at this moment in time because they're being shown to be on public, and this is technically something that she wanted, but it feels very much as if it's going to die. Like, yeah, I mean, wow. I've got the sorry, that flew out. Um, I've got the energy here where it's like, yeah, I've got the Page of Wands, and I've got the energy of the Seven of Cups. I feel like the problem that they have right now, especially with what's going on, is that she's going to really say different things as if like she's going to say that she's unhappy, she's going to say that things are not good. I'm even predicting of her just basically misspeaking a lot, um and that's just basically she's just giving vibes of the Knight of Swords, but not in a good way. It's giving vibes as if like there's no structure to what's happening. She's like, there's no they need a PR. They need some type of like public relations to help them. Um, yeah, she's walking. She'll be walking away. She'll be walking away. And the sad thing about the situation, I'm gonna just add on to the whole viral thing that this is gonna be the peak of their like notoriety, and it'll eventually die out. Like the attention that they feel um, as if it's like yeah, the attention that they feel like oh my god we're getting attention. It's gonna die out, and it's starving them of any type of notoriety. I also see as well with Akaash is that with what's going on with him with the Nine of Wands, it's kind of like and for this is the pinnacle of his sort of like moment. And that's the sad thing about the situation. The Nine of Wands for me, it's very much like he's damned if he does, he's damned if he don't. But I feel like it will end up being in some type of like separation, divorce, for sure. Lastly, I'm just gonna add on towards it. Um, yeah, she's not interested. I see her moving on from this relationship quite fast. Very immature vibes, if I must say, very immature vibes. I actually feel like she just knows that she's got suitors. All right, but I don't think it will end well. Um, her her fame, or shall I say fame? It's not very long. It's not very long. Or not in the way of how you can compare to now to the future. It's not giving that vibe. Nope, nope. But yeah, that was the reading. Akash for me feels a type of person that is on damage control, and whatever's being said, this is what my guides are telling me. Whatever's being said, blatantly out there, is a version of a truth. Um, they can try spin it. They can try spin it, but at the end of the day, um, we should never ever underestimate the power of people's intuitions and the ability of people actually seeing through the notions of whatever narrative that happens. That's the one thing I will say. Um, people. It doesn't matter if you're spiritual or not, or if you say you're gifted or not. People have the ability to really be strong in terms of knowing what they see, and this is what I feel. This is what I feel like you're seeing a lot of what's being touted out on the internet as being a form of truth. So yeah, it's a sad tale. I don't think this is gonna end really very well, and I don't think he has much control or any type of say in their relationship. I'm not saying that everyone you're gonna fight over what someone's controlling or anything like that, but there's definitely an imbalance regarding decisions being made, and he has a lack of that, a lack of decisions being made. And it feels like he's gonna get rinsed dry. Just yeah, that was for entertainment purposes, and that was your reading with Akash and his wife Jasleen. And like, comment, and share, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care now.